I always had this thought: if I stop this tomorrow, who would give a fuck? No one, because it's me doing it all myself. So it's self-driven, self-managed, self-motivated, and there's not someone else going, yeah man, this is really cool, we're going to do this tomorrow, we're going to do that next week, we're going to do that, I got these plans for you next month, and we're aiming at this for next year. That's just me going, oh, I wonder if that could possibly happen next year. Like with me, I feel like there's been this success on an artistic level, but I see this other place people operate in, which is a far more commercially successful way they run their business or the way they operate. And part of me wonders about that, like if I'm lucky to have not had that in a way. And I see that as it really cuts people down, and it's too much for a lot of people. I had a big talk to a friend of mine in Switzerland who was saying they had a big talk with their band. There's 4 of them in it, 3 are brothers, and the drummer's not, and he's not related to them. So they have families, and they do so many gigs a year. And if they did any more gigs a year, they would have to give up their jobs. But to do those, to make the money that they would make with their jobs, the amount of gigs they would do would have to grow to this much. So that would mean they miss out on a whole lot of their family life. It would mean a whole lot of pressure. It would probably mean the end of the band. So for where they are, they're in the perfect place. They got it exactly as good as it could possibly get without tipping over too far into one side or falling backwards into the other. So to know that you are at that place, that's perfect for them. I wonder about that in relation to me too. Like I often look at taking on a manager, how that would work, what that would mean, where that would go commercially, what that would do to my brand, how it would compromise what I would see I had to do, or what we would have to start to do to try and lift it to this certain thing. And I look at where I'm at and think, I can afford to live, I've got a house I can live in, I've got food, I can do what I want mostly. It's pretty good, and I'm doing what I want, so what would you want to change? So it's a strange thing. I guess everybody builds and builds and wants more and more, and that's the way to do it. And my other thing is like, what's going to happen to me when I get old? Will I have security to help me stay alive, or what support will be there for me out of my whatever you call that? But I don't have a superannuation or anything I'm working towards, so I don't know. Will I be able to keep doing this music for as long as I want to? Ultimately, I'd love to be doing it for as long as I can. It's not like I'm going to stop when I'm 60 or anything like that.